ClaretsTV speaking to Chelmsford City manager Robbie Simpson after the win against Dartford a couple of days ago. Robbie sort of needed a few days to sort of reflect on that sort of crazy game on Tuesday.
Yeah, needed a few days for my voice to recover. Yeah, it was a really good night for us. I felt for 70 minutes. Well, there was added time, but 70 minutes we were outstanding. And you know, the players have got to take great credit for the courage and bravery they showed to go up against a very direct, physical team. And we picked a team that probably confused them, confused a lot of people. And I remember speaking to Matt Taylor, who's at Exeter, after he played Northampton in the playoff final, and he went with his biggest, most physical team against Northampton, who were very direct, big and physical, and couldn't compete. And there was a lot of regret from him and from people in Exeter about that. He regretted not going with his smallest, most skillful, pacey team, and that stayed with me really, and that's what we did. We went the complete opposite. We went with our smallest team probably, and we wanted to play good football out from the back and fast attacking play. You know, we played with two wingers on either side, with Jermaine and Zek on the right, and Josh and Samir on the left, and that was a game plan. Ruffy in the 10, and that was a game plan. Try and play good football to break the lines, then get it out wide. Use Freddie's pace in behind, who was excellent all night. And it took us 10 minutes to believe in it. I think it took us 10 minutes to show the courage and bravery, but the first time we did it, when we broke the lines and Jermaine's had one cleared off the line, you know, I thought it was in, but their player managed to slide in and clear off the line really well. But I think that moment gave us all confidence in the game plan and in each other, and the players, just, you could see them grow. Like visually, you could see their confidence just come out after that first move. After I think it was about 12 minutes, we then went behind, and we spoke about trying to limit set pieces, and especially against them, obviously, and when we did get set pieces, try and keep them away from Josh as much as possible. And I think Ruffy said afterwards, we dropped too quickly. We dropped before the ball was kicked, and it was actually a really poor free kick from them, which was unusual from Coulson, because he's a great set piece deliverer. And I think it's actually come off Ruffy and gone in. And at the time I was thinking maybe we should have saved it, because it wasn't a great contact from their lad either. But it's come off Ruffy, which is probably the reason why. And again, like, full credit to our players for not then going back into their shell. They still believed that we'd get back in the game, and we carved them open on many occasions in that first half without scoring. And I'm really pleased that almost the last time we did carve them open, just before half time, we managed to get a penalty, and Zek's shots, he says it was definitely going in, and the guys handled it, so it's very debatable that should have been a red itself. But the referee, to be fair to him, explained after the game that he felt the keeper had a chance of saving it, and the lad that cleared Jermaine's off the line earlier on was probably behind the keeper as well, and maybe had a chance of keeping it out. So that's why he gave the yellow. So yeah, really thankful to him for explaining that, because we weren't very happy at the time. And then we came out at the start of the second half and blitzed them really. We carried on just where we left off, attack after attack, and stopped their long balls at source. But when it did come, you know, Finn, Luke and Cam back there did ever such a good job against their two, who are very good in the air. And we scored a very, very good goal. Simple goal, but a very, very good one. You know, Freddie's run across the near post made it, and then Ruffy's almost missed it. But yeah, really pleased for Ruffy, because he got in there. You know, he'll keep getting in there, and hopefully that one, even though it just squirmed in, will help him now, and he can kick on and get lots of goals for us. And then obviously the sending off. Again, really proud of our players for keeping their cool in such a moment, because it was a bad one, and quite rightly tempers increased, and but they kept their cool. They made sure that they weren't goaded or did something silly themselves into making it an even game, 10v10. And at that moment, I actually thought I was rubbing my hands together, to be honest with you, because we were playing so well 11v11. I thought it would be that much easier 11v10, but you know, Dowsell's an experienced manager. He knows what he's doing with 10 men in particular, I feel, and made it hard for us. And I feel like we maybe took our foot off the gas, thinking the game was won, and we weren't very good in that last 10 minutes at all. But there might be reasons for that. I'll give it to them. Like, you know, we've drawn 4 in a row in games that we feel like we were the better team and perhaps should have won, and we had a lead to protect. So they tensed up, you know. They tensed up because they had something to lose, and but they saw it over the line. Like Woody came on and won some headers and gave us a little bit, and we got over the line, which was the most important thing. So really pleasing night. Really pleasing night. We got the victory we feel like had been coming and that we'd been deserving, and it perhaps makes some of the draws look a little bit better. Although, you know, we need to win some more games. You know, too many draws at the minute. I said that after Tonbridge, but we feel like we've been performing, which is good, and we turned a performance into a result on Tuesday.
And you must be pleased for Samir and Ruffy to score. Both scored double figures last season. They've been, the way we play, they're both sort of in the team to score. And I think it was Samir's first goal and Ruffy's got 4. So pleased for them to sort of score, and hopefully they can kick on from there. Yeah,
absolutely. You know, they're big players for us, them two. Big players that we need to score goals for sure. That's the reason why we've brought them in to play. Really pleased for Samir. He seems to have found a bit of a rhythm now. I thought he was outstanding when he came on against Tonbridge. Ran the game really, and I thought he carried that on Tuesday night. I thought he was exceptional from start to finish, and really pleased that he got his goal. You know, he's a very passionate player, and that came through as well. And he's a leader in what he does on the pitch, and he's so important for us that he continues in that vein. And Ruffy, like I said, he's his biggest critic. He's got the weight of his shoulders when he doesn't score, but fair play to him. He keeps getting in there. He does not shy away from getting in there. And like I say, now he's got 1. I hope he can. That's something off his back. I know he's got 3, but he should have had a lot more. He should have had a lot more. But yeah, hopefully he can relax now and go on a bit of a run.
And this weekend we've got Chippingham. Have been a tough nut to crack over the last few years. I think they won Tuesday as well. So we haven't scored against them at home for a while. So it'll be a tough game.
It will. I think they're a brilliant football club. You know, they know what they're about. From the fans, players and staff, you know you have to work your socks off if you're a Chippenham player and be physical and combative, and it's no surprise that they overachieve every year because of what they are. And they've won back-to-back now. I think they've got 7 points out of the last 3 games, so they're in good vein of form, and they beat a Farnborough team midweek that were in good form themselves. So we're going to need to build on what we did or what we started on Tuesday, and be very good on Saturday to get anything from the game.
And I suppose we've talked about it before in interviews, it's sort of back-to-back wins, sort of they really do lift you up the table. When we were drawing games, we were falling down the league, so the winning 2 in a row and going on a run lifts you up the table. Yeah,
it does, especially this season when the league's so strong and so tight. It can really make a huge difference. So yeah, and we want a victory at home. You know, we haven't had a victory at home for a little while. So yeah, it's something we're desperate to get. So we'll be giving it everything on Saturday.
Okay, well done on Tuesday, Robbie, and we'll look forward to Saturday's game against Chippenham.
Thank you, appreciate it.